I've been definitely been seeing the drops, bro, which is dope. Um, I know that you definitely been working on getting like everything set up as far as like artistry and stuff. Do you have anything on Spotify or is it just YouTube?
Uh, I think see, I got like a situation with United Masters.
Okay, cool.
As far as
Like distribution and stuff.
mhm.
Yeah.
so I mean, I think some of it go on there, but honestly, I only dropped one song through them. But at first, I was using TuneCore.
Okay.
I want to say, was it TuneCore? Or was I using what's the other one called?
There's like
Distro.
there's DistroKid. Yep.
I
TuneCore.
think I was using DistroKid for
Yep.
like my song Fast, and the first song I ever dropped, I used DistroKid.
Got it.
Then I started using hey, let me see some scissors, Chuck. I started using United Masters because one of my homies is an A&R over there,
Hmm.
Andre Jenkins.
Oh
He's
yeah,
a
yeah,
he's
yeah.
an
Yep.
So he ended up putting me on with United Masters, and you know what I'm saying. But I really ain't been. That ain't really been my focus. So I ain't really been caring about like trying to stream and make money. My main focus really has been. I ain't seen them. My main focus really has been like you know what I'm saying, just getting something out to people. Whether it's and I feel like most people are more fascinated with visuals um, that coincide with your song or your soundtrack rather than just the soundtrack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I be having people request that I put them on there and Spotify and all that. But
Yep.
I really don't be too concerned. I really just want to just have a way for them to get it and start building it up.
Yeah.
Then start putting it on everything. And now I got a sprinkle over here, a sprinkle over here, a sprinkle over here. I'm trying to get them to come all at one spot. So it's
Yep.
like more.
Yep.
You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I mean, since we're talking about it, we might as well just get into it, man. So I'll do my intro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, welcome to Good Vibes Podcast, the Vibe Sessions. We're here with Thank You Eli, artist, manager, does many things, super talented. Appreciate you hopping on the podcast today, man. We were, kind of having some small talk here about your music and everything. But I know you, of course, through the management position with like your producers that you have and that you've worked with,
Mhm.
and then also working really closely with Valee. So yeah, tell me about that. Like just a little bit of how you first started working with Valee and then getting into managing producers and stuff.
I first started working with Valet like 2018, 2019.
Mm.
And at first, I wasn't emceeing his shows. At first, it was just me bringing my producer T.Y. made it around.
Yeah.
Jono, Cheese, you know what I'm saying? Jimmy, which is Golden Pages. It was really just that at first. But his manager is Andrew Barber, Fake Shore Drive. Shout out Andrew Barber.
Yes, sir.
He was like, you know what I'm saying? He had seen my parties that I was hosting. He had seen when I would get booked to host at clubs and host college parties and stuff
Mm.
like that. You know what I'm saying? And this is while I was making music, but nobody ever really heard. The only people that was hearing it was like Valet, Z Money's, Dex, Tokyo's, the people that was in the studios, you
Mm.
know what I'm saying, that I sometimes get a chance to play it for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really I really wasn't like expecting it to go that route. I was really just being a homie around, you know what I'm saying, on some like just pushing my homie, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, trying to get him to go.
Yeah.
And so in the midst of it, Andrew was like, man, I see you turn up doing these parties, you doing your thing, you know what I'm saying, you hosting like that energy. And he's like, you know what I'm saying, Valet hard,
Yeah.
but Valet, like when it comes to his shows, he don't really like, he's not the person that's gonna jump around and run around
Right.
and be
Right. Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, I think we need that from you, Eli. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying, that's my brother, let's do it. So it was like 2019 South by Southwest. Valet was headlining a Def Jam event later on in the week. But see, I had got cool with like Cole Bennett from over the years, from working with him, and then my brother Locker Films. So Cole had an event on like the Thursday out there. Lyrical Lemonade had an event, and I got us in. I finessed us in. You know what I'm saying? Valet talked to Rico Nasty, the baby late then, and right before Blueface performed, we got a chance to go and get it in. I brought Valet in. I connected with my brother Warhol. I connected with my brother Tokyo, and they started making music. You know what I'm saying? And Andrew was just like, man, I like the energy you had on stage. I need you to do this Def Jam event because we headline it and we can't let nobody else have a better set than us if we headlining. You know what I'm saying? These are going to be, he was like, it's not even going to be an audience full of people. It's really going to be an audience full of reps and A&Rs
Right.
and, you know what I'm saying, label executives and stuff. So he like, we really got to do our best because these are the people that's going to control how we moving.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, bet we're going to turn it up. So by the time we got to that point, we had did a Swisher event with my homie Taylor Bennett, who's also had a situation with Swisher Sweets. You know what I'm saying? And we did a show there. I turned the crowd up there. Andrew was like, yeah, I'm loving it. We did the Def Jam show. And afterwards, they just came up to me. All the reps was like, Elijah Christmas, how you doing? Eli Christmas. Thank you, Eli. You know what I'm saying? And Andrew's like, man, they loved you. You got to come everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You got to come everywhere with us now. And I'm like, I forgot what happened. I ended up bringing my brother Cowboy on the stage. I seen Cowboy, he came through. And when I seen him, I'm the type of person, if I see somebody I know, I'll tell you come on stage, you know what I'm saying? Link, turn up with us, you know what I'm saying? We in Austin, Texas, but we all from Chicago. Like, let's show them how Chicago turn up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what we ended up doing. And it really just sparked from just me giving hella effort in different aspects. Like, even with I used to manage artists, but it was hard to manage artists because deep down inside, I was the artist. Yeah. So a lot of things you have to do as a manager, you have to swallow your pride a lot of the times in order to do what's best for the business. And the business is the artist, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's not to say that the manager isn't as important as the artist because he's just as important. But at the end of the day, you are working for the product. You are working to make sure the product is still going and moving forward and building. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard because the people that I was managing was my homies. And it was my brothers. That's JoJo and E-Man from the High Heads. It was hard because, you know what I'm saying, we were so close and so friends to where when it was time to do business and I get serious, it was like, man, we homies. It was hard for me to even be the type of serious that I need to be because we were spending so much time around each other. They knew my weaknesses. We knew each other's weaknesses. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I had to kind of step back away from the situation with trying to manage artists. I stopped managing them probably like 2017, 2018. I had to kind of step away from that and start working with producers. And the reason why I started working with producers because it was like, if you know anything about music, you understand that it's a 50-50 split, you know what I'm saying, with the producer and the artist. So it's like the producer is just as important. Only difference is they're an asset rather than a liability. A lot of times labels and stuff look at artists as a liability. Like, you know what I'm saying, when you get an artist, you got to have the chains, and he want rings, a watch, a grill, got to have haircuts, got to have the freshest designer clothes. You got to have him everywhere in the fastest car, nicest, you know what I'm saying? Producer, he just got to make hard beats.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. As long as something goes crazy, if another artist hears that beat and he's like, oh, I'm fucking with this, you're good, bro. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that was really the thing with that. It was like, I'm like, man, bro, what if I could help? Because I started getting all these connections and relationships with these people. And I'm like, what if I could help these producers I know get further? Because I'm like, I want to help people, bro. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying? But I can't stress myself out and go through too much drama in the midst of helping people. Because at the same time, I still got to help myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't need stress from helping people. I don't need no stress from it. It ain't gonna help me. The little stress that comes with business is cool, but excessive stress, drama, stuff, unnecessary stuff like that is like, nah. So I was just like, let me focus on some people that don't get treated so special. You know what I'm saying? It's hard because my homies they had Hum expected like a mixtape, Catch You at Your Crib was reading, you know what I'm saying? They had that. And that did like 30, 40 million on YouTube. So they had already made it to a point to where they was already kind of big. You know what I'm saying? People know them. They were viral, you know what I'm saying? So it was almost like it was harder trying to figure out what I could do with them. And it was also harder with trying to like have an ego battle. It was like having an ego battle, especially since it was a duo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A duo that used to be a 4-man group.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so they're trying to figure it out.
They trying to figure it out. And I'm trying to figure it out for them while also trying to figure it out for myself. So, you know what I'm saying? And they already had so much attention in the interviews and all that, you know what I'm saying? To where it was like, man, what else can I offer them? So with the producers, it's like a lot of the stuff that I was able to offer to my artists that I felt like not necessarily they didn't appreciate, but it wasn't as valuable to them in their opinion as the producers. Like once I gave that same stuff to my producers, it was like, man, it was like a total different look because they wasn't used to that treatment. Yeah. They wasn't used to doing interviews. Yeah. They wasn't used to being looked at like an artist. They wasn't used to being looked at as cool. Right. They wasn't used to being looked at as family by these artists. Because, you know, most artists, not to say they just treat producers like whatever, but they lock in with the producer that they lock in with. Mm-hmm. The rest of them is kind of like, we just want your beats, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I started helping them really get real relationships with artists like Uno the Activist and Warhol. Mm-hmm. So it's not just artists that's like here. It's some here, and even some that's like in my phase where it's like they trying to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm not trying to work with the people that's already on. I'm really focused on finding the people that's next up or trying to be next up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I'm gonna get the real connections and you know what I'm saying? The people that's already set, they already set. They don't really need me. So it's like it's better if I just go about it on some. When I see you and we work rather than let me try to get that work in with you because they be charging a lot. So I really just was like, man. It's easy to bring a producer into a situation and be like, hey, this what we got to offer than the artist. Because the artist, man, is just, especially when I'm an artist, because it's just tough.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing too, is it's like when you end up realizing that being like a dot connector or being somebody who, you know, who can make deals happen, it's like you're not only you're helping other people and like changing lives in a sense, but you're also learning yourself on a deeper level how the business works. You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
so you're able to say to somebody else, like you said, who's new, like, hey, bro, this is how you're gonna want to do things, because I know once the artist gets this beat, they're gonna want to do it like XYZ, chop it up this way, you know, or get this artist a hook that's already on the beat, so then they might just hop on it right there. Like you already kind of
Facts.
understand the business side of it and the creative side of it as well. So no, that's super smart. And so you know, as you started, you know, working more and more with people and doing more things, at like, how were you able to balance, you know, making your own music? Because you know, now that I'm, you know, obviously with COVID hitting and everybody, you know, figuring out stuff, it's like you have some more time, most likely, like a lot of people in the industry, just to make some of your own moves, you know, when it comes to your music and things like that. So at what point were you like, all right, I want to really start putting out more videos and visuals and things like that?
Uh, so what happened was, there was a couple of different people kind of like telling me like, hey, man, do that shit. Do that shit. That's all I've been hearing. Cause you know, I had a lot of homies that was hearing me. What happened is like when it was time for any like artists to come in,
Mm-hmm.
one of my homies come in and record, I stepped out of that phase. I
Yeah.
stepped out of me trying to record. I record before and after. But and during that process, that time right there,
Yeah.
was all about my producer's beats. So I'll be sitting there, I engineer sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I engineer Valee. I didn't engineer Valee. It took it out to Dex and had Dex rap it on out here in LA, you know what I'm saying? Like I was moving around like that. So I know when it's time to like cut it off and cut it on.
Mm-hmm.
But it was happening to a point to where I'd be playing some music before while my homies walking in the studio, I'd be playing some of my music. And they be like, this you? And I'm like, yeah. And they like, man, it's hard. Eli,
Yeah.
don't put that out. Like one time I was playing music for Z Money and Z was like, Eli, listen to me, brother. Eli, put this music out, man. He like, people are really getting paid, bro. And you know what I'm saying? He's like, you artistic, bro. You making it and you making it and just holding it to yourself. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Now, Valee gave me, it's funny because Valee kind of gave me a different, you know what I'm saying, directive on. He kind of was like, hey, put it out, but don't rush it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
get it to a point to where you feel like you're ready to put it out, but you got enough to be putting it out. So it really just took me to keep building up and have enough songs. I got like 250, 300 songs. So I'm like, at this point now, I need to start painting pictures with it. And then it was like a point to where like my homie Warhol even told me like, look, we got these songs, but we're not going to keep making songs if you're not going to put them out.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of songs with a lot of different people. They like, man, if you're not going to be putting them out, Eli, you wasting time. So the way we're going to force you to put them out is we're going to hold off. We're going to slow down until you start, like, until you get comfortable with yourself. Because we comfortable, just what you said, we comfortable with you. You know what I'm saying? That's why we already been making music with you.
Mm-hmm.
But until you get comfortable with yourself for real, then we're gonna step back and let you until you're ready.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, let me go and do it. And I felt like COVID was the perfect time because I feel like a lot of shit getting restarted right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had been to all the festivals and I've been a manager at the festivals. I've been on stage with a mic at all the festivals with a little bit of any and everybody, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
all
Yep.
over. So it was almost like I feel like COVID is giving me a chance to prepare myself to be ready to step into a whole nother role. Like I've been in every other aspect, developing the artist, managing the artist, teaching the artist, with all that except for actually being the artist. So now that I'm in that role, I feel like COVID gave me the perfect time to build up enough in my catalog to where I could do a set and I got enough songs out, enough content out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
So when the world opened back up, it's almost like, oh, Eli, I've been here because I
Yeah.
have been here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And then also it's gonna make everything packed again. Like a lot of stuff was dying out and losing energy because it was almost becoming like cliche. You know what I'm
Like
saying? It was
flooded.
almost it
Yeah.
was almost like oversaturated. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep. Yep.
To where now I feel like because of COVID, it's gonna make everybody like as soon as anything happen big, oh, it's up. Everybody's going
Exactly.
because they ain't been able to go.
Yep.
And now people are realizing at any point in time the whole world could get shut down and you cannot have nothing to do.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. Yep.
So now you gotta go. Now people are going to go do like on some, you know what I'm saying, live my life.
Yeah, no, that's smart, and I think that's a really like smart way of taking the time that's like you said that we all have from not being able to go to festivals, performing at venues, at least legally, right? I mean, there's been still stuff going on, but it's like behind closed doors. But yeah, it's like you can get enough stuff out. So like you said, say you do go help somebody out, or you go to a festival to help out, you could be like, yo, let me, because I did XYZ, let me get my set in. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, yeah, get yours in early in the day. Or if they book you, I mean, like I'm seeing Rolling Loud is booking a lot of newer artists that I've never even
Mm-hmm.
seen before, never heard of.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, I mean, because there's been such a drought, I do agree there'll be a lot of people who are getting booked for things that might not necessarily had been the first look like 2 years ago because of, like you said, just of the same artists and the same things being done over and over again. So
Mm-hmm.
no, that's smart, bro, and that's a really good way to like interject yourself as an artist into everything. Like what are your goals for the rest of 2021 as far as your artistry? Are you looking to put out like an album, multiple albums? What's that looking like?
I haven't put out a project yet, and honestly, I've been a little timid with it
Yeah,
because you know what I'm saying. I used to tell myself like, "Hey, I want to do it when I feel like people are ready for me to put an
yeah,
album out."
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And then I was talking to my brother Uno, who's a veteran SoundCloud artist, and he's put out multiple projects. You know what I'm saying? His last couple of projects have been doing way better. He's building, and I had to ask him like, "Man, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not one of the people that's gonna be around and act like they know it all. Like
yeah.
I'm always asking questions to my homies. I always want to get some knowledge, wisdom, understanding. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him like, hey, so when do you think it's a good time, you know what I'm saying, to drop a project? He was like, usually people will say like, you know what I'm saying, when you build up some buzz, but he like, I don't believe that. He's like, I think you should do it whenever you want. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just do it. And I'm like, man, I need to wait till, you know what I'm saying, the people want it. When they ready. He said you will never know they ready until you put it out.
Yep.
Said
Yep.
you won't know. He said you don't know if they're ready right now. You don't. He's because I told him like I don't feel like they're ready. I
Right.
was like I don't
Right.
feel like I've been putting out enough. He
Yeah.
like
Tell
what?
me y'all want it.
Right. He like
Yeah.
right. Tell me y'all want it. He like what? He's like man, you got to give him that shit.
Yeah.
He was like man. He's like a baby ain't gonna always let you know it's home.
Yep.
Like most of the time when they get real hungry, they'll let you know.
Yep.
But when it feel like it eat, sometimes you gotta just know what's going on. He's
Yep.
like sometimes you just gotta just hey you want some food? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I really been thinking about that. Like 2021, I definitely want to drop a project. I definitely want to put out something, some type of project. But I know I'm gonna be flooding it with like videos.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna be dropping videos and singles throughout the way. But I'm definitely trying to get an idea or concept of what type of direction I want to move in for a project.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. No, I think that's a great way of approaching it. I've talked to so many people. I mean, obviously speaking to you as well. Like, I feel like everybody has a different approach to making an album or a project. But one consistent thing that I've heard is very similar to what your homie was saying, which is basically like, bro, just put stuff out, man. Because the thing is, like you said, you put something out, one song might catch, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Spotify playlist, SoundCloud, wherever, and now the whole album's lit because you had one catch. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great tactic. And then also dropping singles, just continuing to put out singles, and then you get one single that catches, then put the album out, and that one single that already had caught fire is gonna add streams to that album. You know what I'm saying? So there's like literally there's no one way to do it. But yeah, I think having stuff out there on every platform is always going to be helpful because you just never know. A little sidebar here too with Audio Mac. I know that they just announced that a lot of their streams are going to be useful for Billboard. Now they're going to start, those streams are going to start being applied to Billboard. So I think the dopest thing, bro, is like hitting the newer platforms like the Audio Max. Loom is another platform for newer artists. You know what I'm saying? I urge you get on
Loom.
there. Yeah, Loom is another one. I think Neo, I want to say, invests in it or owns it. Dribble Too Much just hopped on. What's good, broski? We see you. But yeah, like I think Neo just or has invested into the app, so it's a new like social media community app for artists, and many people who are on the app are artists and producers as well. So another app I think you should check out. You can network with some people on there, get a cool little buzz from other artists, vibe with people, collaborate. But yeah, bro, that's what I would say. I would say just hit as many platforms that are newer, put some stuff out and get a project, bro. It could be like 6 tracks, it could be 12 tracks. It don't gotta be, that the Chris Brown 40 song album or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you could just hit
Oh,
us
hell
with some vibes and be on the next project, or be on the next single. So But that's dope,
Even
man.
when I get to Chris Brown level, I'm dropping no fucking 40 songs.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. It's a lot of music on there. But what's cool is, shout out to all the producers, the engineers, the people like yourself, the managers, the people connecting the dots, who make those kind of projects work, because there's a
Facts.
lot of work that goes into 6 songs. So you can
A
only
lot.
imagine 40. You know what I'm saying?
40.
Yeah, they going
40.
crazy. Yep, they going crazy. They going real crazy over there. So,
That nigga
uh,
dropping 5 projects in one.
yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, so okay. How about this last question? So, if you could work with anybody right now, let's say so say your project is about to drop, but you're like, you know what? I want 2 or 3 features. Actually, 3 features. Who are the 3 features you would want to put on your album?
Hmm. Let me see.
And it could be anybody.
Probably be like, I'll probably get, let's see. Hmm. What's crazy is, bro, I don't be thinking about that. I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
why.
not. Yeah,
And you know, it's crazy. A lot of my homies, I think it's because a lot of them, I've been coming across so many people to where it's like, I don't really like want to think about it
yeah, yeah,
because I feel like it'll lock my brain in on it. And now that's like, I don't want to set that as like a goal.
yeah, yeah,
I want it to just happen. If it happened, it happened. If we vibe, we vibe.
yeah.
But I mean, like, I'll probably say, of course, like, I'd love to have like probably like Kanye West,
Yep, that'd
Travis
be
Scott,
major, major.
Young Thug,
Yep, yeah. That's it. That's going up. That's 3 songs right there going up for sure.
for sure.
I think Young Thug actually, out of those features, would go crazy. I think on a song, especially with your style as well, because he
Right.
adds so much character and like depth to the way that he is rapping on songs. So I think that would be, and we've heard him on trap beats before, so that we already know that's going up. Kanye would be
So
interesting.
you gotta hear this new shit. Like this video I just shot.
Yep, I'm
Man,
ready, bro.
this
Yep.
new shit I got, I'm gonna put out. Like I got so many different vibes, it's crazy.
Yeah, let me
So that's
know,
another
bro.
reason.
I'll
Like,
I'll post it. I'll post it. Support all that, bro. And
that's love,
I
bro.
gotta send you beats as well, man. We gotta get, you know what I'm
Bro,
saying, get a
what's up? I'm
collab in.
waiting.
Yep.
I'm waiting, bro.
Yep. My new stuff is definitely hitting, so I'm gonna send you a pack for sure.
I need the ASAP.
Yep, yep. But yeah, man. Anything else you want to add? Anything? I know you just mentioned the video. Any promo for songs or videos dropping anytime soon? Go ahead and let the people know.
Okay, I got Take a Trip just dropped on YouTube.
Yep,
Shout out Young God from Narco Wave. He produced that one. I
yep. I
want to
think
say
that's
it's
at
like
10K now, right?
11K. It just hit
Yes,
11K
sir.
like 4 days ago,
See,
three,
I'm
4 weeks
watching.
ago. I dropped a song produced by Chase the Money on my boy Caden Campese, Smiley on his YouTube channel. I want to say I dropped it like 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago. It's already at like 3,500 or something like that.
Dope.
So numbers actually been doing real well lately. Like I've been proud of myself, which I got to check that out. I'm gonna drop a project this year, so I definitely I want y'all to keep checking in with me. You know what I'm saying, to see what I got going on, because
Yep.
I'm on build stuff bits and pieces at a time. You know what I'm saying, a little foreshadowing
Yes,
hints. You know what
sir.
I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Uh, definitely, definitely. Just I got another video I just shot. I don't know when I'm gonna drop it, but it's coming soon. You know what I'm saying. I like to be a mysterious person. I'm
Yeah.
like a random person.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
never really be like, I need to start doing it where I'm like, you know what I'm saying, hey, this coming out in 2, 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But instead I just been like, hey, when the video finna drop, I'll post that day and be like, out now.
Yeah. Go
You know
get
what I'm
that. Go
saying?
get that thing.
Like
Yes, sir.
I do a couple of things on my Instagram live. I might get on live. I might do a little video on my story or a little small post
Mm-hmm.
previewing it maybe one time a couple days before, right before I'm going to drop it. But for the most part, I mean, I just want y'all to just, you know what I'm saying, be ready for this journey, because what Nip say, you know what I'm saying, it's a marathon, not a
Yep.
race. It's not a race, it's a
Exactly, bro.
marathon.
That's
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
Real,
So
real
I
rap.
want y'all to get ready for this, because we finna be going for a long time, man.
Yep. Let's go, man. I'm ready too, bro. I appreciate you hopping on, man. Everybody can follow you on IG, right? Thank you, Eli.
Yes, sir. You can follow me. You can
YouTube as
follow me
well.
on IG.
Yep.
Thank you, Eli.
Yep.
YouTube. Thank you, Eli.
Yep.
Clubhouse. Thank you, Eli. Because you
Yep.
know Clubhouse busting now.
Yes, sir.
Twitter is Thank You, Eli X.
Got it.
X is for Xmas, my last name.
Yep. Yes, sir. Got to be careful on that clubhouse, man. A lot of cap on the app. You know what I'm
A lot
saying?
of cap on that app.
But hey, man, I appreciate you hopping on, man. And yeah, we working real soon.
I'm ready. Just you got my number, you got my
Yep.
email, you got everything. All you got to do is make it happen. I'm gonna make it
Let's
happen.
get it. Let's get it, bro. I appreciate you,
Love,
man.
brother.
Yep.
Appreciate
Love.
you, bro.
Yep. Peace.